صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. Allah Akbar.
I did always want to be a mom. I think I was like one of those little girls that always just played house and wanted to get married and have kids. So I think I did. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. But alhamdulillah.
I have to say, if you need to see a real Wonder Woman, you have to see her, because he always says, what do you think I am? But I'm like, you Wonder Woman.
In Islam, we believe that kids are an amana, which basically means like a trust and a responsibility. And so I think I try to ground all my parenting and what I do based on that, knowing that these kids, they belong to God and they're with us for a short period of time until they're off on their own. And you know, it's our responsibility to try to give them the best upbringing we can and just raise them to be good citizens and good people and good Muslims.
Do any of you know the story of how your mom and dad met?
I'm not really sure, but I kind of know some stuff. My dad was out of college and he was trying to get married.
So I will say Allah blessed me and guided me to the right person, because getting married is not an easy process. And I was only like 24 and she was turning 22. I knew through her family friends, so I just called her, talked to her for a little bit and said, I'm interested in talking to you because about marriage. So that's how we approached each other.
It was on my birthday when we met for the first time, and I feel like we just knew right away that it was going to work out. In our religion, the families are involved actually from like the moment we're involved. So it's kind of one of those things that instantly we knew.
I think 15 years. 2 years after they got married, I was born. They were married in 2008 and I was born in 2010.
I think it was an emergency C-section, which was very traumatic and hard, but you know, alhamdulillah, everything was fine in the end. Yeah, a couple years later we had Hamza, and after 2 boys, I really wanted a girl. Like I was praying so hard for a girl. I know Rizwan was too. So I always remember that when I was having the ultrasound with Asiya, like when she said it was a girl, I was like, can you triple check? Can you double check? Alhamdulillah, we were blessed with both. Rayan is my big-hearted, really emotional kid. He has like lots of emotions and he is super caring about everyone. Hamza is a great kid too, and he's very smart for his age. He has a lot of talent. And Asiya is totally the boss of the house. She rules everybody already at 3 years old. She's very outgoing, she loves people, she loves her school.
What do you do at school?
I play, and with Ronnie and Zaina, they play.
يسجد ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من دابة والملائكة وهم لا يستكبرون يخافون ربهم من فوقهم.
Currently homeschooling right now, which is a bit of a challenge, but it's been super rewarding. Thursday morning is always our kind of like get reorganized.
When we put them in public school, we saw some impacts on them that overall we were like, this is not right. They come and tell a story of what's going on in school, kids misbehaving, this and that, but it was affecting their personalities. They're tired all the time, they're irritated, they don't want to hang out with each other.
Monday and Friday, Asiya does not go to school, so kind of like sometimes she stays out of the room and watches her, and then we kind of switch so one person can learn the other.
I worked for 3 months full-time when Hamza was like a couple months old, and it was just so hard. I felt like we were always at each other's neck, and it was just a cycle of every single day work, and then as soon as we came home, there was barely any time in the evening, and then you sleep and restart the same schedule. Religion is a huge priority for both of us. We also highly value like our family time. And
She has the idea that, okay, the schools are not as good anymore, and we need to cultivate this Muslim identity. So she said, let's do homeschooling. Yes, it's going to be hard for her. It's a lot of work.
2 days that I work, I have a organization for how the kids kind of break up their day, and I create a schedule for them. Rizwan also works from home, so that helps because he's there to check in on the kids and see if they need help with anything.
To memorize the Quran, we have to be both supporting each other to help them, because it's not a one-person thing, it's a whole family affair. Both of the boys are actually memorizing the Quran right now. Rayan is like halfway done and Hamza's kind of just starting, but it would be like a total dream of mine to have all my kids memorize the Quran. The parents will get a crown and they'll be very honored and they'll be in a very good place in heaven.
Yeah, so I do hifz, which is like memorizing the Holy Quran. It's really hard. She like always helps me there. She's my biggest supporter, and I memorize a little more than half, so I'm very grateful for that.
20 and Hamza. Okay, Hamza is Qalam. use homeschooling to like really prepare them for life too, because I feel like school doesn't teach you like the life skills that you need to know. Rayan has recently started learning how to cook, things that he would never have time to make if he was in school. They'll watch Asya here and there for a while to help me out. Part of that is just because they have the time and they've been given that responsibility.
I don't want to be.
So I am a nurse practitioner. I work at a neurology clinic in the Twin Cities. I think it's important that I work not just for myself, but also for my daughter, to be a role model to her and to all girls that, you can have a career and have a family life and be good at both, hopefully, is the goal. I actually joke all the time with Rizwan that at work everyone is totally satisfied and happy and thanking you, and at home someone's unhappy about the dinner, or we just joke that it's so easy to make patients happy for the short duration of time. I think it's good because it kind of resets me and fulfills me so that I'm able to do everything for everyone else and not, to say you can't pour from an empty cup. So it's really me filling my cup on those days.
All the care she does is because it comes from her mother. They teach you, then they teach you, they continue on. That's why I said you plan for your grandchildren, because her mom taught her all those things. Take care of your family, take care of yourself, and that continue on from there.
I guess I think that all moms do a lot, whether they're staying at home all the time or whether they're working full time. I think moms wear so many hats. There's always that mom guilt. I think we're always trying to be better and we never really feel like it's maybe enough, or are worried that it's not enough, and we just, can do the best that we can and pray and hope that it turns out good in the end.
The mother of your child makes the biggest difference in the deen, because that's why I'm telling people, like, always make sure you choose the person you're getting married for their religion and then their personality and their families. All those things, take a look at that. Finding a good person who will be the mother of your child, you cannot put a price on that.
I'm working really hard right now to try to keep my prayers organized, and the first prayer of the day for us is Fajr. It's before sunrise. I find that on the days that I'm actually waking up on time and praying it and giving it, the thoughtful due amount time, the rest of my day just goes more smooth. Sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I'm like, it's such a blessing to be a mom, and not everyone gets to experience that. Alhamdulillah, we've got to experience that 3 times, and it's such a blessing. I feel like I can't thank Allah enough for what He's given us.
Hey! Did you enjoy that video? If you did, I invite you and your family to join the Muslim Treehouse. Every single week, we do live programs with kids all across the world who join. And the best part is, you can pay whatever you want to join, even free. Go to noorkids.com, and we will see you later. Assalamu alaikum.